Welcome to today's study medicine. Today we will be discussing previous year questions of FMGE. Previous year questions of FMGE, and we will be discussing from 2022 to 2018. Okay, these years discussing, and the topic will be from general physiology. Okay, from general physiology we will be discussing. Okay, so let's start questions. The first thing, this particular question was asked in 2018 December examination of FMGE. Which of the following is not seen in intracellular fluid? It's calcium, magnesium, potassium, protein. The answer is calcium. Okay, now in case of, as we know, out of total body water, ECF it's 1/3 and ICF it is 2/3 of total body water. And now if we take the ion concentration in each one of them, if we take ICF at first, it is mostly ions which are present are in higher concentration. Okay, potassium ion is present in higher concentration, phosphate is present in higher concentration, and proteins are also present in higher concentration, and there are certain organic anions are present in ICF. Whereas if we take in ECF, the things which are present in higher concentrations are sodium and chlorine. So these two things are present in higher concentration in ECF. And in case of calcium, it is very negligible concentration present in ECF, and that's why we mostly consider it as a 0. Okay, it's not seen that much, it's very negligible. Okay, now we go to the next question from this particular topic, general physiology. The next question which was asked was FMGE 2022 June examination, that is the recent examination. Okay, on uterine contraction there is a cervical dilation and delivery. Which of the following shows similar mechanism? A, milk ejection by oxytocin, B, water retention by ADH, C, FSH secretion by anterior pituitary, and D, none of the above. In this particular case, what we have to see is that cervical dilation and delivery, uterine contraction, what things comes into your mind? The first thing which it should come is positive feedback mechanism. Okay, positive feedback mechanism that happens when during paturation. Okay, now what is another example of positive feedback mechanism? That is milk ejection by the secretion of oxytocin. Some other examples for positive feedback mechanisms could be like platelet formation. Okay, likewise, then LH surge, leading to ovulation. So these are the things. So we have to just keep it in mind. It was a question based on positive feedback mechanism. Okay, so that's a particular topic which you have to keep it in mind while preparing. Then the next question, it was asked on 2021 December FMGE examination. When when ORS is given to the patient, glucose is absorbed by. So we have to understand, basically usually glucose is being absorbed by glucose transporter. Okay, but in case of GIT and kidney, the transporter protein, it is SGLT, sodium glucose transportase. And when GLUT is the one here, facilitated diffusion happen in other parts, but in case of GIT and kidney, SLG-LT carrier is being used, and here secondary active transport happens. Okay, so it's not simple diffusion, it is not osmosis. Facilitated diffusion could be the answer if it was asked not mentioning GIT or kidney. As ORS being given, it will be absorbed in our GIT, gut itself. Okay, so that's why we have to keep it in mind about this particular thing. Now you may be asking, okay, so let's see the mechanism or how it glucose is being absorbed in GIT, for example. Okay, here just take it like this. It's the basolateral part and it's the apical part. Now glucose enters by the presence of SGLT with secondary active transport. Okay, secondary active transport. After entering the apical part, then glucose moves into the bloodstream, and here it enters with the help of GLUT. Okay, or more precisely GLUT2. There are different types of GLUT. So GLUT2, more precisely, glucose enters. So this is the thing, just for your knowledge. Okay, now insulin dependent GLUT4 transport is done by which of the following? Okay, as we already discussed about before this particular question itself, GLUT4 basically helps in glucose transport in insulin dependent cases, and usually it is present in GLUT4, it is usually present in muscles and fat. Okay, now as we mentioned about GLUT, the process which is being utilized is facilitated diffusion, and if SGLT was mentioned, it is secondary active transport, and it is used as SGLT helps to transport glucose in GIT and kidney. So this particular question was asked in the recent previous FMGE examination itself. Okay, so these were the questions which predominantly came from general medicine. Okay, so thanks for watching, and if you liked it, please do comment. Thanks.